I thought I would make a little video to show you guys what you will need for this week's craft along. And this week I will be creating, or helping you create, some canvas shoes very much like my mermaid shoes. You can check my Facebook or Instagram. It's always Amy's Shoes. I know, it's a silly name, but I love it. Yeah, so check my Facebook and Instagram for photos of the finished product that I've had for a few years now, actually. They're well worn in, those shoes, and they're still going strong. So it's a testament to the fact that the techniques we're going to be using work and stay good. So I've collected, there we go. Right, there's my hand. It's beautiful, I know. Right, I figure it's going to be nicer for you guys if you're on a stand. Oh my god, this is wobbly. Okay. So, I've just realised I'm going to put something here. Remember, to remove the creaky chair, you just have to buy loads of shoes so I can afford a new chair. Right. You will need, unsurprisingly, a pair of shoes. Canvas. These are from Asda. They were £6. I mean, we are breaking the bank here. Previously, I've had really nice pairs. In fact, the mermaid shoes that I've got right now were originally from Primark. So you don't need anything fancy. If you want, you could use Vans. They'll probably have a slightly finer finish on them, smoother finish, and be more comfortable. So, shoes. The mess in the background is just craft in progress, as per usual. The palette. Mine is probably going to have a clean. To clean acrylic paint off a palette, if it doesn't just peel off, by the way, you use boiling water. Or hot water. Don't get it on your hands. You're going to need a pearl paint if you want some of the special effects I use. This is the one I use. It's really thick and loopy. But yeah, any pearl paint will be fine. A black paint. Fairly decent one. But not too thick. We're going to be thinning it quite possibly. And you can use water, or if you do a lot of painting, I quite recommend this Flow Enhancer. Okay. You're going to want to pick your colour. These are possibly the colours I used on the mermaid shoes. I'm not sure, it was a long time ago, but you're going to want a dark and a light of the same colour. You can just add white to your dark, but I tend to find this combination of the two paints is just easier to manage. Then you don't have to remix. You're always going to know that your light colour is this, your dark colour is this. You have options here. This is a Posca paint pen, which I believe is actually what I used on the mermaid shoes. This is the 0.7mm nib. It's quite a fine nib. It's black, so you can have that, or depending how thick you want your scales to be, you want to buy yourself a thin brush. So I really like this yellow nib brand. So this, isn't that funny? I never noticed what brands I'm buying. This is System 3 by Dale Rowney. Available in all good Hobbycrafts. Though I think I got that from Craft Fair. You will also need a sponge. So again, these ones, the rounded ones came from Hobbycraft. This is just a kitchen washing up sponge. You will need masking tape. Not too bothered about quality of it. Masking tape's going to mask. I've got two thicknesses that I generally use because I get lazy about covering the base. You're also going to need to excuse the giant brush stuck out of this. You won't need the giant brush. Beaker for your water. I am so sorry about the noise. I forgot to turn my phone on silent again. And glitter. You don't need this much glitter. Tiny amount of glitter just to make some of your scales or whatever you want to call them or whatever you craft them to be glittery. It's worth noting, by the way, this time I'm using black shoes. The ones I made that you will have seen, hopefully if you've checked my Instagram or Facebook, are white. You can start with either. Because I'm using black shoes, I think I may actually use white for my lines. So that might be something you want to consider. In which case, just get yourself a paint like this in white. Another thing, again, I do say this every time, but right, here we go. Try and avoid this type of paint where it says T or implies that it is not opaque. You do not want transparent paint. This won't work over the black. And because I'm doing the black, I may well put a white base on to get colour poppage. This paint here, I believe, is fine. I am just reading. Here we go. Yep. It's quite hard to see. Sorry. Not great. There's a little square here, and the word opaque tells me it's opaque. So that's the one to use. Right. So, grab your paint in several colours. Some masking tape is most important. Thin brush or Posca. Sponges, very important. Or a sponge, really. Flow enhancer optional. Palette, just something to put your paint on, basically, while you work with it. A dinner plate, if you're okay to wash it afterwards. And most importantly, your shoes. I will be live on Sunday at 7:30 PM UK time. And I hope to see you there. Thanks, guys. See ya.